Warehousing and storage cover various warehousing activities with their hazards and risks. Risks often occur due to unforeseen circumstances or events that are unplanned. The activities and practices undertaken by organizations to identify, assess, and manage risk in their supply chains form part of supply chain risk management.
Theft is not a new issue for warehouses. Its harmful consequences risk not only the organization, its employees, and valuable items, but they also identify security flaws that jeopardize the warehouse's reputation. While a business will never be completely free of the effects of crime, some decisions can be made about the facilities to lessen the likelihood and impact.
Warehouse theft is often opportunistic. In other words, employees steal because they see an item that can easily be taken without being noticed. Other employees may feel offended by their workplace and steal in retribution. In high-risk areas in the warehouse, implementing an access control system helps track and limit staff flow and reduce the chance of theft. Throughout pre-employment screening tests, such as personal interviews, reference checks, background checks, drug, alcohol testing, and psychological evaluations also help manage risks in the warehouse.
A well-planned warehouse layout can considerably reduce the likelihood of theft. To limit and manage human activity, the warehouse should utilize a single door for access and a single door for exit. Placing bathrooms near entrances can limit access to the main premises and reduce the likelihood of theft. A separate parking area located far away from operational areas can reduce the chances of outsiders stealing.
With technological advances, modern supply chains are increasingly vulnerable to data breaches. Because close collaboration between supply chain stakeholders is typically necessary, computer networks may get entwined or exchange sensitive data. As a result, a breach in one business may have far-reaching consequences for others. It is advisable to take preventative measures, including ensuring that only coded data be used on public networks.
Sensitive data should only be shared with as few people as possible using electronic means. The warehouse must deploy cybersecurity technologies that secure the organization and employees' online accounts with up-to-date firewalls and anti-malware tools. Identity management systems help authenticate and authorize users as they access warehouse resources and make online transactions, thereby preventing identity theft.
Material management is concerned with the acquisition and storage of raw materials, parts, and supplies. On the other hand, physical distribution includes all outbound logistical tasks associated with customer service. Outbound logistics networks usually involve multiple partners, such as manufacturers, distributors, retailers, and transportation teams.
Key activities include order processing and transmittal, order picking and packing, and order transportation and delivery. Customer order processing includes order creation, order release, and order confirmation. Order picking involves accumulating, regrouping, and packaging the products into customers' desired assortments.
Packing is an extension of the picking process and must be managed systematically and with care to guarantee that orders are complete and precise. The last step of any order cycle begins with loading ordered items into carriers and ends when the client receives the required products.
As with all warehouse operations, one of the most important things is the recording of stock movements. Some examples of dispatch documentation could be picking slips, delivery note, bills of lading, and invoices. There will be additional documentation requirements for dangerous goods and hazardous materials.
Knowing key risks in the warehouse and taking precautions to avoid them is critical to ensuring worker safety and optimal stock maintenance.